Article 312 says about All India services. Now Article 315, Public Service Commission for the Union and for the state. The first Public Service Commission was set up in 1926 on the recommendation of the Lee Commission. The Government of India Act 1935 provided for the establishment of a Federal Public Service Commission and Provincial Public Service Commissions. At least half of the members are civil servants with at least 10 years experience in central or state services. The tenure of each member is 6 years up to the age of 65, whichever is earlier. Members of the UPSC can be removed by the President on the charges of misbehavior if these charges are upheld by the Supreme Court. Now comes to election. Article 324 to 329. Article 324 stipulates that the Superintendent's direction and control of election shall be vested in the Election Commission. Article 325 provides for a single electoral roll for every constituency. Also stipulates that no person shall be eligible or ineligible for inclusion in electoral rolls on the basis of race, religion, caste or sex. Article 326 stipulates that elections shall be held on the basis of adult suffrage. Every person who is a citizen of India and is not less than 18 years of age shall be eligible for inclusion. Political parties. Registration of the People Act 1951 provides for registration of political parties with the Election Commission. A political party shall be eligible to be recognized as a national party if it secures at least 60% of the valid votes polled in any 4 or more states at a general election to the House of the People or the State Legislative Assembly. In addition, it wins at least 4 seats in the House of the People from any state or states. Third, it wins at least 3% seats in House of People, that is 11 seats in the existing House having 543 members, and these members are elected from at least 3 different states. Likewise, a political party shall be entitled to be recognized as a state party if it secures at least 6% of the valid votes polled in the state at a general election, either to the House of the People or to be Legislative Assembly of the state concerned. And in addition, it wins at least 2 seats in the Legislative Assembly of the state concerned, or it wins at least 3% of the total number of seats in the Legislative Assembly of the state, or at least 3 seats in the Assembly, whichever is more. For election of President and Vice President, election petition can only be filed with the Supreme Court. Now, Union Public Service Commission, UPSC. Constitution provides a Public Service Commission for the Union, a Public Service Commission for each state, or a Joint Public Service Commission for a group of states. The appointment is done by the President in case of the Union or Joint Commission, and by the Governor of the states in case of a State Commission. Age of retirement for a member of UPSC is 65 years, and for a member of PSC for a state or a joint commission is 62 years. Present chairperson of UPSC is not Deepak Gupta. Functions: to conduct exams for appointment to service under the Union, maintain continuity in administration. Election Commission. The Election Commission is an autonomous quasi-judiciary constitutional body. Its function is to conduct free and fair election in India. The Election Commission was established on 25th January 1950 under Article 324 of the Constitution. The first Chief Election Commissioner was Sukumar Sen, and the present Chief Election Commissioner is Achal Kumar Jyoti. Planning Commission. The Planning Commission was established in March 1950 by an executive resolution of the Government of India, the Union Cabinet. on the recommendation of the Advisory Planning Board constituted in 1946 under the chairmanship of K.C. Niyogi. Now the Planning Commission has been replaced by Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog or National Institution for Transforming India Aayog is a policy think tank of Union Government of India that replaces Planning Commission of India and aims to involve the states in economic policy making in India. It will be providing strategic and technical advice to the center and the state government. Prime Minister of India heads the Aayog as its chairperson. National Development Council NDC. Functions of the NDC is to review the working of the national plan. The NDC was formed in 1952 to associate the states in the formulation of the plans. The PM is the ex officio chairman of NDC. It is an extra constitutional and extra legal body. Finance Commission. Article 280 of the Constitution of India provides for a Finance Commission as a quasi-judicial body. It is constituted by the President of India every 5th year. It consists of chairman and 4 other members. Functions. The Finance Commission is required to make recommendation to the President of India in the following matters: the distribution of the net proceeds of taxes to be shared between the center and the states and the allocation between the states, the respective share of such proceeds. The 14th National Commission was appointed on 2nd January 2013 under the chairmanship of Y.V. Reddy. Amendments of the Constitution. Article 368. Three methods for amendment of different provisions of the Constitution are: simple majority in both the Houses of Parliament, articles requiring ratification of the one-half member of the concerned legislative assembly and passed by the total membership of the each house of the parliament in majority not less than two-thirds of the member present and voting in each house. Provisions requiring passing by total membership of each house of the parliament in majority not less than two-thirds of the member present and voting in each house. It has been held by the Supreme Court in the Keshwanand Bharti case 1973 that every provision of the Constitution is amendable under the meaning of Article 368 except the basic features of the Constitution. Now, e-governance. The word electronic in the terms e-governance implies technology-driven governance. The perspective of the e-governance is the use of the technology that both governing and have to be governed. Generally, 5 basic models are given in the e-governance: G2C, government to citizen, government to business, government to employees, government to governments, citizens to government. The National E-Governance Plan takes a holistic review of e-governance initiative across the country, integrating them in a collective vision.